Hey, thanks for watching. This is going to be a reading for Cancer. I hope you're doing well. So we're getting into Scorpio season now, a fellow water sign. Although I do want to say that Pisces and Cancer actually share more overlap. I view Scorpio as a little bit more of a its own entity in the water energies. You know, like the Moon card. Some people interpret that as Pisces and Cancer. There's no card really that Scorpio shares, unless it's just a general cup card. Scorpio season's a time of transformation. It could be something big, it could be something small, a detail, but it's change for the better, okay? It's not always easy, but what do they say? Like, it's for your greater good. So it might not be easy, but it's for your greater good. All right. Let's get started with a oracle card from the Mystical Shaman deck, and we'll see what we get. Strong energy. We have the Andean Cross, which is number 2. Interesting because I just did Pisces and they got number 1. So now you have number 2. 2 peas in a pod. You could have someone who you feel like is very similar to you. It's like seeing through the same lens as someone else. It's like you feel like you see the world the same way. There's something about your like traditional view or your beliefs. It could be your spiritual beliefs that you share the same. But there's something particular here that is shared, and it's a nice thing to relate over. And that's my intuitive message. So let's read from the book and see what we get. I want to point out the first time I ever pulled this card, I actually wound up seeing that exact symbol later that day. So you might want to look out for a symbol like that. I'm also getting something here about like a doorknob. You might be like opening a door to something new, or you might be moving to a new residence or going to someone's house for the first time. But it's like a door opening to a new thing. It could be metaphorical, it could be literal. All right, so the Andean Cross represents the cosmology of the shaman. It depicts the 4 cardinal directions, the upper and lower worlds, and the steps to reach these realms. The hole in the center is a gateway to interdimensional travel, the proverbial eye of the needle we can all go through to experience higher states of awareness and wisdom and to break free of linear time. The Andean Cross announces the start of a great journey. It's time to raise your gaze from the mundane day-to-day to that which, until now, has seemed beyond your grasp. Allow new wisdom to guide you and stop trying to make sense of it all before you respond with a resounding yes. Nice. So there's something here about your routine may change up a little bit, but you should say yes. It could be something out of the ordinary that you may get invited to do or participate in. It could be something a little bit outside your comfort zone, but there's an idea here of saying yes to it, okay? There's a purpose. There's a purpose for it. It's a good experience. It's going to be a good experience, okay, Cancer? So, what do we have in the tarot? We'll start with the in-between deck. And I'm actually being called to mix it up. I started with that for Pisces, but we'll start with the Illuminati for you. And then we'll clarify this with the in-between deck underneath it. And so let's get to it and see what comes up. Queen of Swords. So somebody wants peace. There needs to be a conversation about that is going to bring peace. The Queen of Wands. The time is now. The time to have this conversation is now. I'm ready. Someone might be ready to give a presentation or give a speech. You have the 6 of Swords. It could be about traveling somewhere, moving somewhere, going somewhere. How to make things easier with less bumps in the road. And with the King of Cups, it could be towards a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But there's someone here who wants to have a conversation. They think the time is now to go somewhere. It's a good time, or they're ready to go somewhere. For some of you, I'm getting a message here possibly of woman who needs to go because she's giving birth. She's going into labor, so she has to go somewhere. It's urgent. It's like the Queen of Swords could be urgent. It's like, and the Queen of Wands, it's definitely the time. It's definitely the time to go somewhere. You see her like clenching her stomach there, the woman. So there could be something here about someone going into labor this week. There could also be, there's a reason why the feminine is ready to go do this now. There's definitely a reason. It's like, you don't want bumps in the road. You don't want to like drive rough. You don't want to bump around in the car. You don't want to stop. You just want to go. You want it to be like an easy drive there. Just go right there. You want to go and that's it. So that's what we got for that. Okay, what else do we have here? It could also be the second child because the number 2 on the Andean cross, and then there's already a child in the canoe on the 6 of swords. You got the 6 of coins to the 7 of coins, so 10 of cups to the ace of cups could definitely be a second child here. It could just be having a child, but it could be the second child. Again, here they have a child already, and she's holding her stomach again, pregnant there. So there's definitely a message for someone. 100% there's someone watching this video who's about to have their second child. Congratulations. You might go into labor this week. So if it's not that it's an agreement that when it is time, you might be developing a plan on like what to do. It could be like developing the plan because it's about a conversation. It's like, it's very direct. It's very direct, and it's about when someone's ready to go, this is what we're going to do. 6 of coins to 7 of coins is throwing me off a little bit here. We have the Knight of Wands to the Queen of Wands. Again, like, you gotta go. It's like when it's time, it's time. You have to go. It has to be done right now, immediately. When someone's ready, it's time, leave the car running. There is a big message here about something like that. The Strength to the Hermit. So 6 of coins, 7 of coins. Six of coins could be about payments. And 7 of coins is like paying, like investing in something. So I don't know if someone is getting paid here for a service. It's someone saying it's worth it with the 7 of coins. Like it's worth it to pay for this service here. The Strength to the Hermit. Strength to the Hermit is like a cusper between Leo and Virgo. So like late August. There could be something here about an agreement to watch the dog or watch the pet, watch the dog. I mean, it's weird I would get that message because I don't think I've ever heard anyone ever say they pull like the Strength card and be like, you're going to hire someone to watch your dog, but that's what I got. It could be about like the house to put the lion in is like what I'm thinking because the Hermit could be like home energy. It's like, well, someone has to watch the pet. Someone has to watch the home. Someone might need to be like stay home. They need to be watched. The Hermit again, he could have a Virgo in the picture here. The 6 of Wands reversed and then the Hermit. So it's either being a recluse and not wanting anyone's attention, wanting to just be by yourself, or an energy here of like, I don't want anyone coming. I just need to like lay here. I don't want anyone coming to see me. I don't want anyone like blowing up my phone. I just want to lay here. I just want to be alone right now. I need time to myself. I don't want the attention. I want to be by myself. 3 of Cups. People want to celebrate, though. Queen of Swords again. Someone's in the Queen of Swords energy, and if it is a pregnant woman, I think it's her. She is being very direct about what needs to take place here. So there's a very, very direct energy. You could also have a Libra with the Queen of Swords twice. Very strong Virgo here. We have some Leo. We have Sagittarius. We have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But the strongest here is probably Libra and Virgo. So you got the Hermit twice and the Queen of Swords twice. So it's interesting because there's something here about transitioning between Leo and Virgo season, and now Virgo to Libra season, and now we're transitioning into Scorpio season. The last 2 months, something's been like, in this reading, there's something that's been going on for the last 2 months, okay? Specifically the last 2 months. So that's what we got here. I don't think I'm going to clarify. I mean, it was pretty clear for the whole like giving birth situation going into labor. And it doesn't have to be you or someone in your family. It could be you hear about this happening, or you're in a situation where someone just goes into labor. But it's coming up really heavily like that situation. So that's for this week. I mean, it's a major life event for whoever that's for. So congratulations. Repeating numbers. You know what? If it's not your reading, I wouldn't be too upset, because it means that you don't have anything going on that's more high energy than someone giving birth. So I think it's a good thing sometimes to just have like an easy week, and for your energy to, I feel like spirit really like comes through very strong when you really need it. Like I've noticed for myself, like I get very strong and interconnectedness with my guides, like for things I need to hear when I'm in a very like bad place, worrying. When I'm very worried, or when they want to tell me something that I really need to know that's for my greater good. Like if it's something that I need to be careful with like my diet or my health, or bad habits, not being in moderation. Or again, when I'm very worried about something, that's when it comes through. So if you're not in a situation where you really need the reading to be about your life, then I feel like it's not always a bad thing. You know, it means that things are just chill for you right now. Okay? So focus on health. I just said focus on health, right? So repeating numbers. So the other thing is, so I recently had a period where I was getting like a lot of affirmation, like that I wasn't alone, and that things, what I was worried about is going to be okay. So I kept seeing repeating 3s. It would be weird. Something would happen with my phone, and I'd look and it'd be 333, or I would just see repeating 3s on like vehicles or my odometer, or the number of views on a video that I clicked on. You just start to see it a lot. So I have repeating 3s, 4s, and 5s here on this card. So it could be something like that. In my experience, it's very good to see 3s and 4s. With 5, it's a little bit, in my experience, it's a little bit of like a warning of like a challenge or a change coming. So just be aware of that. If you do see the repeating 5s, there's going to have to be some kind of an adjustment or change or something unexpected. And it's a heads up for you to just know something may have to change, okay? The understanding or agreement, I do feel like there's something here about like a game plan. The repeating 3s and 4s are very good. They're very, you're not alone. Those are numbers like you're not alone. 5 is like you're not alone, but something might have to change here. Stress. Ghost, alien, supernatural. I got that with the Indian cross strongly, so there is something here about an ancestral line, something about possibly like traditional, it's like an old school, like vintage, like vibe, traditional, like ancestral vibe is what I'm picking up on. But understanding an agreement, and the purpose of this agreement is to reduce the stress during the situation. So stay active with focus on health. Do whatever you can to keep your body happy here, okay? But again, whoever this is for, congratulations. I hope you enjoyed the reading, Cancer. If you did, please thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.